Well, as he obviously mentioned, I didn't graduate, so I didn't write anything. So I just thought I would come here and tell you where I was born. I was born in Mexico City, one of the biggest cities and one of the craziest cities in the world. But it's also considered the capital of the taco. So if you want to have something really good to eat, one of the places that you shouldn't go is a regular sitting restaurant. What you want to do is head, to the corner store where you'll see a taco stand. Specifically, if it's like full of people, that's the best one. And if you have to fight, with your elbows, trying to get room in order to grab that taco, that is exactly the best place to be. If you are able to be there, you'll have the jungle of the city in the back. Obviously, the slide here, that's my second part. That's my second love. My first love was the Mexico City, of course. My second love is rural Mexico. That's where I grew up. That's the house of my grandmother. And where the best place to eat is not in the kitchen of my grandmother. It's on the fields of a freshly plowed field. That's where you'll have the most delicious food. That is like the best thing that Mother Nature can offer to you. That's my uncle right there. So, my love for street food, or something that what I try to replicate in Maine, is when I was going back to visit my grandmother. I was always with my overprotective aunt, and she never wanted me to have street food because, of course, it was something bad for me or whatever, which I didn't agree. So she kept on insisting, and I would see this lady all the time selling enchiladas, and she would put them on a little brown piece of paper and hand them to their customers and give them a Coke, which is Coke, of course, is part of every meal in Mexico now. I couldn't have that. And after several years of, those are the enchiladas, several years of brainwashing of saying that I could not have those enchiladas, I believed it. And one time, I was like 18 years old, I went back and I went to visit my grandmother, went back into the bus, going back to Mexico City. And literally in the back of the bus, I hear this voice, the same voice that I heard like years, selling the enchiladas, selling the same enchiladas, the same ones, the same lady. I guarantee it was the same lady. And automatically I say, well, I can't have the enchiladas, they're bad for me. And I looked around and I didn't see my aunt, of course. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can't have the enchiladas. What the hell? Is she not here? So I'm like, hey, get over here. She comes over and asks for the enchiladas. She brings out the paper because you don't get a plate if you're on a bus in Mexico. You don't get a plate. You get a little piece of paper. She puts the enchiladas there. She sprinkles on some cheese. She hands me my Coke, which is really important. And I literally licked the paper. The best enchiladas that I've had in my life. So going back to Mexico, in Mexico City, you have like the best of like everything from Mexico, basically. There's a term in Mexico that is called chilango. Chilango is for a person that it doesn't, they weren't born in Mexico. Someone like, I was actually born, but I cheated and I migrated back. But the term chilango is for somebody that was not born in Mexico. The people who are born in Mexico, they're called capitalinos. So of course, they feel better because they're called capitalinos and not chilangos. But the fusion of the food there is the combination of all the people that are coming back from all sorts of places in Mexico. So you'll find like tacos, you'll find quesadillas, you'll find corn truffle, as the mayor said. You'll find zucchini blossoms, you find blue corn, white corn. So it's just a mixture of different flavors and different parts of the world. So a lot of people ask me, is your food 100% authentic? And I say, no, it's not. 100% is not. Because for me, the experience of food, you sort of have to have that jungle of the city, like Mexico City. You sort of have to fight for some elbow room. And if you've been to my place, you understand the meaning of it. So that's for me 100% authentic. So the fighting for the elbow room, that's 100% planned. I guarantee you that. I planned that. It's not because I didn't have enough money to get a bigger place. It was just because I planned that. It's my favorite food. So when we were thinking of coming up restaurant that would be authentic, I thought fighting for the upper room must be a must. So that's given. But at the same time, I always wanted to share through our food, our culture. And Mexico City, like I said, is a mixture of all those things all those wonderful things that you're seeing on the slides and the images. But at the same time, that's what I'm trying to bring. And what I'm showing you is a little bit of everything. Some of those images are from the U.S., so cornfields in the U.S. And what I want to bring to you is more than, although we come from different places and we do, we have different backgrounds and might have different cultures. At the end of the day, when you sit at a table and you're sharing a meal with someone, the only thing that you're looking for, of course, is a really good meal, especially a zucchini blossom gordita that my grandmother used to make for me. But and those are like blue corn tortillas. I guarantee you the best ones, because that's a clay grill right there, and of course that's my hobby. Not the one that messed with me and that when I get back to I got rid of her because she's. You can't have a relative that doesn't give you enchiladas. Come on, that's But the experience has to be especially in food, it has to be someone like him, playing background music in the back. Or for me, I usually say cars swinging by and just making that noise. That's the feeling that you get. I mean, you remember about food when you were little, about your grandmother or your mom. You don't remember, the gourmet meal. It's the experience, what you have, and the feeling that you have. And for me, being that close together in Maze, that you are, in that little place right there, it brings that in you. It brings that community in you. So regardless of where we come from, we're still one community, and that's what I try to portray with my food.